Greetings, everyone. I've been promising to put out more information about Benu Village and, just our progress. So here I am. My name is Nunette, for those people that are not familiar with me. I've been living in Ghana for 11 years now. We are in the process of building a self-sustainable village. I say in the process, I don't think, it seems like there's always something ongoing when it comes to building. There's always something. So we are living here. There's about 5 families now that live here. And yeah, we still developing. We are developing our organic farm. We've started, but there's still a lot to do. We have a restaurant that isn't open.
But it will be.
And well, we're here. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they come because of business or with their business, but because our project is so big, it's like we're constantly busy on something. It's only now that we're really focusing on developing our retreats and doing more workshop for people that want to come and learn self-sustainability, growing food, building. Like, we do so much. I guess we can do a separate video at a later date. And I'm really happy right now because my grandson's been living here for 2 years, but now my daughter is here. And yeah, so I'm feeling complete. She's been in school. Well, she's still in university, sorry, not school. And so she was in London, but now she is ready to come home.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Halima. I'm Nunette's daughter. When my mum first got this land, I kind of just saw it as, oh, come for a holiday and visit. But I kind of saw myself in London. I was trying to be like a city girl.
Yeah,
city girl. So I wasn't really looking at village life. I thought it was too far from Accra and stuff like that. But my mum kind of was encouraging me to at least build a house for myself and my son and other
generations.
Yeah.
Plenty grandchildren. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think that's where it started. And kind of slowly, I was kind of, in the beginning I was very slow with it. Like, it's like, oh, just...
What she'd do, she would say, oh, when I get a bulk of money, I'll send it. And the universe sent her a bulk of money, and it's like new shoes, new clothes.
Holidays.
Yeah. So it's like, when you promise the universe something and it delivers, you need to honour it. So I guess it's difficult for people to put money into something that their mind is somewhere else. So slowly you started sending small amounts here and there, and your foundation started going up, and I think that kind of motivated you.
I don't even think it was the foundation. I think it was the foundation, but I'm trying to think. I think it's when I did after my birthday, and I did the bathroom and office walls. It was just, I think it was even just short walls, but those walls went up, and that kind of fueled something. It was like, there's rooms. So from there it was like, yeah, okay, I want to see more of it. And I think from there kind of, I have like an obsessive personality. So once I want something, I kind of go all in. all or nothing.
and you get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things about being in the village, it's quite isolated from, like, we're not far from Techiman, which is 15 minutes away, but you know, once you are in the village, it's quite challenging to leave. Like, it's so peaceful, and unless you need to go and buy food or something like that. So I was thinking, for somebody your age, like for the younger people, I was thinking that, you know, because we are not established fully with activities, and our restaurant isn't open yet and stuff like that, so I was thinking it may be a bit boring. How is that for you, and how do you see things now? Because I think before you kind of looked at it in that way.
I think for me, as I've gotten older, I feel like I've changed, and my wants has changed. Or let's say, I know it sounds cheesy, but I've started to connect with my true self. And I'm not really into city life. Like, it's the same for me as well. Since I'm here, my mum has to kind of, it's like going to town. It's like, oh, do I have to? Like, I could stay here and not leave. It's that type of thing. But I think
getting dressed, like dressed up, like you're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Because so what it is it's 9 acres of land, and because it's a community, it's like we know the people that we're around. So like, to come out in pajamas, it's kind of normal. Or come out.
But we get dressed though, but it's still not dressed. It's kind of like change from pajamas to dress down clothes.
And then because you said lingerie?
Loungewear.
Oh.
So I never.
Yeah, and then working gear. I'm in that most of the time because we're mostly working, doing something. But so what is like a regular day for you? Well, mind you study a lot, so yeah. So that keeps you really busy. With the sewing and all of that. But
what do I do? Like sewing, yoga, tending to my plants, my cats. They take up a lot of the time as well.
It's so easy to kind of. It's like, okay, abroad. I've never been one to work for people, but
I definitely got that from you because I can't.
Yeah, when abroad, it's like you're motivated to pay the rent and pay bills, because if you don't, then you'll be out. And I think that because you have bills here, like there's a electricity bill, and that's about it. Right? And so it's a lot more relaxed here, so the creativity can come out. Like, and but also on the flip side, it's very easy to relax. Yeah. To like, well, for me, because the project and everything, I find that every day I'm doing something, because there's like, it's to do with Benu Village, or I'm renovating the house, so there's always things like that. But I find that the people that live in here, it's like, because there's not the pressure of having to pay bills or having to go and the fear of being put out. I find that everybody is in retirement mode right now.
That's a good way to put it.
So yeah, well, to me it's good, but then too much of anything is not good, So because we are building a village, I find that, when people first come, it's so relaxing. They kind of get into that relax, and
it really likes your eye.
Yeah, and to get out of it. But yeah, so What would you like for people your age? What would you say about not? Well, we could say here first, and then Ghana. I'm saying Ghana because I would say Africa, but we haven't been all over Africa. So, just based on your experience, like, what is it like? Yeah, what would you say to people that are your age?
For people my age, I feel like I've started to meet people that are interested in similar things, because I can stay here and I don't mind not going to party and stuff like that. Whereas a lot of people do enjoy that as well. But at the same time, I kind of see it in the future. Bring the party here, like
Create
yeah.
You know, the funny thing is this, right? You know, in the like when Oxfam and different charities come to Africa and they want people to give money, you always see the flies and stuff on the children's eye and on their mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking they don't just bring a bag of flies and let it out and let it go on the children. I think, yeah, there's some. Mind you, cows live across the street, so yeah, that's
Yeah, they're quite annoying, I have to say. But come. It's not always like this.
Well, it's a part of nature. You know, it's like things, because it's a Western thing, because for Ghanaian it's nothing. They just carry on.
You do just hear that sometimes outside the workers.
Yeah.
But so as I was saying, I think for young people, definitely, I wouldn't say, if you're not into nature, I wouldn't try and force it on you. I think it has to be kind of in you. You have to have this craving, even if it is for a retreat, because I know some people like to do those retreats where you leave your phone at home. I think for this generation it may be a bit hard, but you leave your phone at home and you come and you kind of immerse yourself in nature. To me, even when I was in London, stuff like that did sound appealing, but it's not that extreme here. You can bring your phone. But I would say if you're into nature, if you want to, I would say connect with yourself and kind of disconnect with the outside world.
Yeah.
This is definitely the place for it.
The environment first of all, Rongahako. Yeah.
If they want city life, Accra.
I know, Kumasi is even closer. But yeah, what it is I think, like most places, there's something for everyone all over Ghana. Like you have the beach, you have the different regions offer different things. Where we are, we're in the farming district, which is where most of the food comes from. So, like when you're leaving Benu Village going into town, you see a lot of the farmers carrying stuff on their heads, either going to farm or coming from farm, or, you know, it's a farming district. But like I said, there's something for everybody. Some people like the coastal region, some people like the city, you know, there's something for everyone. And then there's parts of each person actually that even if you like natural life, you still want to have some kind of joy or
experience.
yeah. So, you know, it's like there's nothing to stop you from travelling all over.
I think this is the perfect place to live though, personally, like for me. I love being away from everything and then having the choice to go and see chaos. I don't want to be living in the centre of chaos. And then having to find a place like this to get away just for a weekend or whatever. So yeah, I don't know, I feel blessed.
Yeah. As far as how you're embraced by the people and all of these things, what has been your experience? Well, first of all, in all fairness, my daughter is half Ghanaian anyway, but because of the language, some people kind of kind of connect with that, and some people, they just see you as foreign, right?
I think, yeah, I feel like it depends. Like, because I feel like maybe people from abroad have a certain energy or something about them that's different, because I feel like most times I feel like I stand out in a sense. They'll speak true to me first, and then it's like, oh, you don't understand, like that type of thing. And even, or sometimes they just assume that I'm Ghanaian but rich or something. But yeah, I feel like the language barrier, there's been a few times where I'm like, oh, I need to learn Tree. Because, yeah, the people, they're very nice, but they also like a good gossip as well. So it's nice to know what they're saying.
In front of your face.
Yeah, in front of your face as you're buying from them. So, yeah, it's very interesting. But the language barrier, I think, is the main thing.
When I first came here, I struggled with workers saying that they're going to come and don't come and don't call and don't answer their phone.
I still
It's
struggle
like,
with that.
yeah, it's like, it's not to say that they are correct, but because it's like, okay, you may get rid of one and bring another, and they do the same thing. Oh, I beg, but there's a common thing. I had to realize that there's such thing as divine time, and a lot of the time when they didn't come, it gave me room to make changes that was necessary, that actually helped me. There's certain things that the people here are tuned into, like, in this village, I think for a lot of the people that we deal with, I was the one who brought them their first phone. Before that, they, like, let's say we're doing a project and I'm like, oh, no, can you get a mason? He'd be like, yeah, I can get one. He'd be like, you're going to call someone? Or and a lot of time, within a few minutes, the person that he was thinking of would walk past or something. He'd be so relaxed, like it's going to get done. And I'd be like, well, how are you going to arrange it? Tell me something, that type of thing, that eagerness. And it's just like, cool. I guess that's a similar thing to Jamaica, like,
Yeah, soon
but
come, soon come.
It works. There's some kind of something that works.
So one thing I wanted to say, so you ruined their connection by giving them their first phone. and I feel like I have that a lot. I'm very, some people may consider it lastminute.com, but I've always found that when I don't rush into something, seriously, it works out. It works out for the best.
Maybe.
I think sometimes I wait too long, but that kind of...
But getting the balance.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Maybe you've got something there, like where that procrastination, I think that's what it's called.
That's what the West calls it.
Right.
It's really called divine time.
has a purpose. But do you know when you know that it's correct is when you want something done, and that same procrastination or divine timing that you have, if the person is on the same level as you, that is like, yeah, yeah, I'll get to it. Then you understand that, that's that divine time.
It's like, I got you.
Yeah, it's like, I feel that you or we really get a real connection with self here. There's people that meditate. I think you can kind of describe the meditation and all of that freeness that you had over there to connect, and how things work for you. And then here, you may not feel that you have as much time, but the connection is still very strong.
Yeah. For me, I feel like one thing I've noticed is that in Africa, or let me speak for Ghana. In Ghana, things manifest very quickly, whereas in London it may take some time and you're kind of there and opening your eyes and you do it for a week and then say, oh, I just had my connection, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's more like even you may have a thought or a feeling, like I feel like it moves on emotion a lot as well. But things manifest very quickly here. You don't have to be as silence. I need my moment, because I haven't really had a moment here. Whereas in London, I was able to meditate for ages and stuff like that. But I feel like here, the same connections and positive outcomes, let's say, happens, but in less time. And sometimes I do have a feeling like I'm not doing enough, because it kind of feels too easy in a sense. I think that's what it is. It's like, I'm doing something wrong. Oh, I'm slacking.
Exactly.
And you kind of tell me, like, just relax. You're thinking too much about it.
Overthinking and thinking that how do I say this? We are in control. However, there's certain things that it has to flow. You cannot force certain things. If something belongs to you, it will always be yours. There's some things that we want it to belong to us that is not ours. Either we're not in line with it or whatever. So I find that the Western mentality is maybe fooling people that they can buy certain things, like if you have money, you can have whatever you want. And some things don't go that way. You can, obviously, if you want to build a house, you pay somebody to do it. But there's certain inner workings that there's no amount of money that can get it for you. It's work that you have to do. And I find that the West puts a lot of value on material things, and that isn't where the jewels are. Not to say that it's not nice to have material things, but you can have all the material things you want and still not be balanced and still not be happy. So the real things in life, I'm beginning to realize, is free. Like, you don't have to pay for them. You may have to pay for them now, like a tree, you use it to build a house and all of these things. So you may have to go to the store and buy a door. However, nature in nature, the trees are free. It's only people that claim them as theirs. Now we're in this stage of being prepared to have retreats, have groups out to, I guess, in some ways it will be organic development, and in some ways just connecting and having these type of talks, because I think that it's not one person with the answer. And a lot of the time, when we come together, within the unity, there's so much power, because, like, when any group, I think, connect, there's so many jewels that comes out of it. So just having retreats on this type of thing, how we can connect back to nature and respect nature. So basically we will be doing more of this, and I'd like to actually have to where we can interact. Maybe we can do, I don't know how to set up these type of things.
Yeah,
but
like Instagram Live or something, like maybe we set it out.
yeah, like Instagram Live or something. Yeah, but
If there's something like that out there.
Showing my age. Technology. But yeah, so we'll do more of this, more connecting, and maybe we'll do more lives to where it's more of a sharing than, you know, you're just receiving the information, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that have a lot to share, have a lot of ideas, have a lot of questions. So yeah, we'll start doing that. So yeah, okay, well, I'm hungry and I'm a hungry lion. So until next time, I've really enjoyed running my mouth, and hopefully somebody
I've enjoyed listening.
has hopefully someone has got something from it.
Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.
Subscribe! I just wanted to say that,
like
because
and subscribe below, because usually they always point below. But
Amen. Yemo akwaba.
what?
I thought it was a piece of fluff and it was alive, that's all. We apologise for all the nagging. I know how that can be sometimes. We apologise for being out of our minds.